Hello, students, and welcome to the second part of Nationalism in India from subject History of class 10th. So, again, I want to request you to just subscribe the channel and also click the bell button. Now, as far as in the first part, we had studied how Mahatma Gandhi came to India and he started some satyagrahas, and also he decided to just start one nationwide movement in India which was based upon non cooperation with the British government. So, today we will discuss the question of non cooperation movement, that why he wanted this movement and how it happened. It goes back to 1909 when he wrote a book called Hind Swaraj. So he declared in that book that if Indians don't cooperate with the British, so they will not stay here for more than 1 year. It means he pointed out the biggest flaw in Indians, that we were cooperating them, that's why they were ruling upon us, and it was also a fact. So this is the reason why he wanted to start the non-cooperation movement. So how it had to happen? So he just suggested several stages of it. So first stage was surrender of titles. Titles, it has been a very long tradition in our history. The kings, badshahs or nawabs, so many people, they just used to give the titles to people. Like in British India, so many people were awarded as Sir, Rai Bahadur, Chaudhary. All these titles were given to people in reward of their services to the government. So he said all the titles which are given to the Indians, they will be surrendered, means they will be given back to the government. आजकल भी पद्म श्री, पद्म भूषण आपने देखा होगा, लोग कई कारणों से वापस कर देते हैं, वो सेम बात है. सेकेंड थिंग ही सेड दैट सिविल पोस्ट्स and army, police services, all these should be boycotted. The lawyers should boycott the court, and also the leaders should not take part in the elections of legislative councils. Legislative councils जैसा आज इंडिया में अलग अलग स्टेट्स हैं, उनका सबकी अपनी अपनी असेंबलीज़ हैं, और एक सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है जिसमें पार्लियामेंट काम करती है. तो उसी तरीके से पहले भी सेंट्रल और ये स्टेट वाइज प्रोविंशियल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल्स हुआ करती थी. देन ही सेड दैट ऑल द स्कूल्स वर गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स वर ऑफ ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट, सो दे शुड बी बॉयकॉटेड बाय द स्टूडेंट्स, एज वेल एज द फॉरेन गुड्स. फॉरेन गुड्स में उस समय सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ थी कपड़ा, और जो चीज़ें आती थी वो अलग थी. सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ कपड़ा थी. लास्ट थिंग, ऑल दीज थिंग्स शुड बी डन, एंड इफ़ द गवर्नमेंट डज एनी काइंड ऑफ रिप्रेशन, सरकार अगर दबाती है हम लोगों को, देन द नेशन वाइड मूवमेंट विल बी स्टार्टेड. एंड फॉर दिस पर्पज़ इन 1920 गांधी जी and one of the Ali brothers, Shaukat Ali, he toured various parts of India in the support of his movement. So we have started the movement. Now how this movement went on in towns and cities. All this movement has been divided into various categories. So first category is how it happened in cities and towns. So the middle class was there which participated in this movement. So maximum participation was from middle class. So in support of Mahatma Gandhi and his statement, thousands of students, they left the government schools and colleges. It means they started studying from home, or they quit studying for the time being. All the teachers and college professors also resigned, and the lawyers boycotted the court, so they also stopped their practice. And lastly, the council elections were boycotted by the leaders. Now, one exception here is given by the book. It says that in Madras there was Justice Party which contained of all the non-Brahmins. So they wanted power and they wanted to participate in the council elections. So that's why they left away from this movement. So in the towns, all the foreign goods were boycotted, means the people stopped wearing the mill cloth which was coming from Manchester. Liquor shops were picketed. Picketing is a kind of movement in which all the customers are stopped from entering the shop. तो जो लोग शराब की दुकानों में आते थे उनको रोका जाता था. That is called picketing. And all the foreign cloth was burnt in bonfires. So many photographs can be seen on Google or even YouTube. You can see that how the foreign cloth was burnt in the cities. Now, one impact of this boycott of foreign goods or foreign cloth was that in 1921 the value of import was 102 crores, but in 1922 it came down to 57 crores, means it became half. तो सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा ये हुआ कि जो इम्पोर्ट था इंडिया के अंदर वो आधा रह गया. Traders also refused to trade with foreign goods, and that was the biggest thing. Just like nowadays, so many people are advocating that the Chinese goods should be boycotted. In the same way, so when the foreign cloth was boycotted, so obviously the Indian textile was in very good condition, so production went up. Now this movement, after some time, after 1 year, it slowed down in the cities. It is also a question. So we will discuss it. Why this movement slowed down in cities? The first point is that khadi was very expensive. Today also, khadi is not a cheap affair. Actually, maintenance of khadi is very difficult and it does not last long. Khadi clothes, it means the poor could not afford it, so they had to turn towards the mill cloth as it was cheap and also sustainable. Then there was so much scarcity of Indian institutes. All the institutes were government and the Indian institutes were, we can say, finished by the British government. That's why when there were no substitute institutes, so the students again joined schools and colleges because they did not want to harm their studies. So teachers and professors also joined in the schools and colleges, and when the lawyers saw them, they also started their practices. So in this way the movement slowed down in the cities. Now we will discuss how it went in villages or the countryside. So most of the description here is given of the United Provinces or the modern days Uttar Pradesh. So Awadh area actually it was a Nawabi रियासत अवध. कई फेमस नवाब रहे हैं यहाँ के, जो कि जिसकी कैपिटल जो थी वो अयोध्या में थी और हरदोई से लेकर के काफ़ी बड़ा एरिया इसमें आता था, लखनऊ से लेकर के पूरा. लखनऊ में फिर बाद में इसकी कैपिटल चली गई. सो बाबा रामचंद was a person who was leading a movement here. Baba Ramchand was an indentured laborer. Indentured laborer actually he was taken to Fiji by the British government, or maybe his forefathers might be taken. So in Fiji the laborers from India were taken for sugar cane plantation. So he came back from Fiji and he started movement against the Britishers. So the movement here actually in the villages was against the landlords, or also in some places they were called talukdars. So the word is similar. And what was their demand? The poor peasants, they demanded the reduction in revenue. Revenue means lagan. So they wanted that the revenue should not be taken from them. And also some people were cultivating the land on rent basis. And they wanted the abolition of begar. Begar is a practice where the laborers are forced to do the work and they are not paid. It is called begar. So they wanted this system to be abolished. And one more thing, Nai Dhobi Bandh was organized by the people against landlords. Nai Dhobi Bandh means the services of the barber or the washerman. So these services were not provided to these people, and this was the time when people could not shave themselves. Even we cannot cut our hair ourselves. So we have to go to the Nai or barber. So these services were restricted in June 1920 by these people. And Jawaharlal Nehru, when he met Baba Ramchand, so he formed Awadh Kisan Sabha. Now I don't know why these two words are the same. You can see here OUDH Awadh and AWADH, but in NCERT book these two spellings are written. So I have also written the same way. So Awadh Kisan Sabha was started by Jawaharlal Nehru, and it was his charisma that in 1 month, you can see here, 300 branches were set up in the villages. So it was a very big progress at that time. So this was how the movement went on in countryside. Then one more aspect of this non-cooperation movement is shown in Andhra Pradesh. So in Andhra Pradesh there was a tribal area in Gudem Hills. So all these tribes who lived there, so they were already fed up of one thing, that was reservation of forest. You have studied in class 9th. So this problem was especially for the tribals. So they were facing this problem, and their leader was Alluri Sitaram Raju. And many people said that he claimed to have so many powers, and the difference between Raju and Mahatma Gandhi was only one. Although he told people to wear khadi and give up drinking, but he was only different from Mahatma Gandhi in the way that Mahatma Gandhi believed in non-violence, but Raju believed in violence. So that's why when the movement started in these tribal areas, the rebels attacked the police station and the British officers. So Congress or Mahatma Gandhi did not like this kind of movement. Ultimately, Raju was captured and executed by the British government. Lastly, we will study the non-cooperation movement in plantations of Assam. So in Assam, there were so many tribals who were put as bonded laborers in the plantations because the Britishers needed cheap labor and they could only be provided when they lived there and they had nowhere to go. So one inland immigration act was made. So under this act, actually, they had to take permission to go outside of the plantation, and the reality is that they were not given permission in any way. So this act was only just, we can say, it was not an act, it was only a foundation to stop them there in the plantation. But when the people who lived in the plantation, they heard about non-cooperation movement, so they also heard a rumor that all the people will get their land in the villages, and due to Mahatma Gandhi, Gandhi Raj will come, and now they are free. So they left the plantations without asking anyone, and at that time, due to the movement, railways were on the strike, so they couldn't move anywhere. So they were caught by the police and beaten severely. So in this way, the movement in the plantations ended. Now, at last, when all this happened, Mahatma Gandhi took the non-cooperation movement back, and in February 1922, there was an incident in Chauri Chaura village near Gorakhpur where one police station was burnt by the people and 22 people were killed in that incident. So Mahatma Gandhi just taken the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement due to this incident. Now we will discuss the important questions. So we have discussed why did Mahatma Gandhi start non-cooperation movement. I told you that he wrote the book and he said that non-cooperation should be done with the Britishers. And the stages, I explained all the stages, how it was to be unfolded. And the non-cooperation movement in the towns, we have discussed the schools, colleges, courts, the police services, and all these things, how he said it and how it was done, and how the movement slowed down in the towns. The khadi was expensive and the people wanted to join their jobs and there were no substitutions as the government institutes. So all these reasons incorporated in slowed down in towns. Now non-cooperation movement. So in countryside, good aim hills and plantations, we have discussed all these things. So that's all for this video. Goodbye and thank you.